Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot. Can devs do something?
I don't know, sir.
The storm starts to fade. The sky gets more blue as it goes away. The sun on the drops, slipping on the leaves. They run a race in which they don't believe. They think they're escaping in the clouds. The truth is they're just falling down. The sun on the drops, slipping on the leaves. They run a race in which they don't believe. They think they're escaping the clouds. The truth is they're just falling down.
There's bears out here. gentlemen in the mix.
Hey, traders, welcome to the Friday stream. The week has ended, so weekly candles have closed on the index funds and all stocks, right? And we're going to look at those today, see what's happened. That has not occurred on crypto yet. We have Sunday evening for that, and we'll look at those then. But currently, Bitcoin is below critical supports. Yes, below supports, not above like we were. And unfortunately, even back testing the supports, this should have been supports as resistance lately. On the 4 hour, you are below your 200 moving average again, which is kind of a common theme since November, where you're almost always below it. You up thrusted through it, and now you're back below it, which is not good. At this current time on the 4 hour, there is no edge, only bearish convergence below critical support. That's not good. Things were good, not good now, at least on the 4 hour. Maybe things change on the daily, where nothing good on the daily, where you're just now building negative momentum today for the first time since January 28th. You confirmed a bearish breakdown with candle close confirmation yesterday, right? Below that January 8th, 2021 high. You have now certainly today, with 8 minutes until this closes, you have back tested what was once resistance as resistance again, and you will soon be again confirming all of that in less than 8 minutes. But dude, hey man, you're still above the low from January 10th, so I guess you got that going for you, which is nice. Not really. I mean, yes, maybe a miracle happens. Maybe literally there will be some sort of excerpt from the Bitcoin Bible in 1,000 years that talks about this moment where it did hold $39,700, but can't really be that confident. Can't really be like that excited about it. So yeah, I mean, sure. So you had a breakdown. You've now had a back test, right? It's not about the breakdown itself. It's about the fall through. Well, the fall through is pretty good today. The bearish fall through is not too bad. I mean, it's doing decent things for bears. Yeah. Oh, my sound peaking. Sorry about that. My bad, dude. Are we okay now? You never know. Like, I feel like sometimes I've been away from the mic and it's been too quiet, and then I'm just right, but I feel like I'm still too quiet. I don't know. It's tough to know. So daily, 4 hour, not good. You have only one hopium occurrence left, and it's staying above this 39.7 area, which I just, please do not have faith in that or even hope in that. Don't even act like it's there. I would just think that these are the levels. Like, you can't be bullish on Bitcoin until it gets above 42K. You can't have a hope of it. You could have had hope when Bitcoin broke 42K and held above it. You could have hope then. You cannot have hope now. You have to understand the historical price action below this level. You're also just now praying, if you want it to go higher, you've got to pray for a break back above those levels soon. Very, very soon. It has to happen. Otherwise, you just run the chance of seeing 30K again, or at least 33K again. So I don't know, man. It's just, it's rough. It's rough times, man. Very rough times. You failed to confirm a midterm uptrend. You have confirmed that a midterm downtrend is still intact actually. And now the fact that you're below historical support resistance is even worse. So it's the argument, the bearish argument is building its case. Started one way, and now it's built with another. And the next thing would be follow through with more negative momentum on the daily. Again, these are just things happening. I'm not trying to come in here to make you feel bad or try to make you be bearish or whatever. Look, right? But don't you get what I'm saying about like just levels? It's all about the levels. If you're above levels, you're okay. If you're below them, you're not okay. Based on historical price action below those levels long enough, right? So that's what is just something to think about. You can do whatever you want with that information. And that's kind of why I'm here, is just to give the information of the levels. But maybe if you're above levels and you're showing an edge, I'll try to present that too. And that might give you a higher chance than 50% of it actually pivoting off that level. But if we don't have that, we're just looking at, doing market updates and stuff, right? So this is your Bitcoin market update. Let's move on to Ethereum. That has done some very bad things today. Has broken below 2,900, that we know to be an extremely important level of inflection. It was the bottom of the zone between $2,900 and $3,000. The fact that it's only made lower highs this entire midterm downtrend is very bad. I mean, and if you're bullish, you have now in 3 minutes, you will be confirming that the downtrend is very real. You will be confirming that you're back inside of the downtrend. You have also, unfortunately, broken the bad action magnet move of the potential harmonic, which in this situation would be a bullish bat eventually. With you breaking the bad action magnet move, which is just B, bat action magnet move, because this is a potential bat. That phenomena is this asset would eventually reach an 88% retrace. I mean, you do have your hopium. Here's your hopium on Ethereum. At least there's at that one time in September, it pivoted and rallied. When it closed at 27.69, it rallied from there and never fell below it again. That's your hopium. But my God, you are not above your 200 moving average. You are well below your 200 moving average. It's crypto holding, man. Let's go. What's up, dude?
Crypto_hoarder tipped $100. I don't like empty jars.
Well, I appreciate it. Dude, I mean, it's probably from the analysis going on, dude, which is just so not great. I hate it, man. I hate when we're below critical levels. I hate it for everyone. I want crypto to go to $1 trillion and everyone becomes rich, of course, right? All the time, every second. But we just have to look at data, and the data is just not good right now. Until you get back above $2,900 or $3,000, you have to be bearish on Ethereum now, right? You had your chance. There was an opportunity to potentially hold 3,000. You got above it. You back tested it. You were rallying. Not enough demand. Just another lower high, which that is a trend. Remember, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows. Well, guess what? The lower highs, February 9th, than your previous highs, and then another lower high than your previous high. So the distribution continues on Ethereum, but now serious problems because you're below an inflection point. So you could eventually see $2,300 as a target. If you stay below this level too long, it seems like you're catching some pretty good follow through today. 20 seconds till your daily candle close, chat.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Dang it, man. I hate it, dude. I want to be happy. I want everyone to have a good time. And, I like hype streams and fun, whatever. I like the light, man. I like the sunrise. I like the sunset too, but I like it when it's day versus night, So, Jesus chimes for, a new day. Here it is. So for Ethereum, below 3K, 2,300 eventually. Yeah. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin because you're local on the 8s. Why not? But dude, we've only looked at Bitcoin and Ethereum on the stream. Yeah, well, I was late. I'm sorry. So here we are. We now have a daily confirmed. I would just say now you have confirmation of a back test of what was once a resistance, chat. Is now a resistance again with a negative momentum just beginning to build as Yi on the daily sit at 43.7, neutral on the RSI, below 40, bearish control zone. Not much support below these levels. Maybe you can just pray to God you stay above 39,600, which is just this wick low from September. This wick low from mid-January, and as you just tested again yesterday. Maybe what about that, man? But I just can't. If you're smoking hopium with capital engaged, you might lose money, man. I don't, right? Yikes, dude. These are not the times of post-COVID crash 2020 to all of 2021, right? I think conditions have changed. Policy changes from the Federal Reserve. Quantitative tightening that hasn't even begun yet. It's only been talked about. But look at the charts. As they have only been talking about it, people have been running for the effing hills. And liquidity is at very, very dangerously low levels. Liquidity, right? It's like, what is liquidity? It's the lack of the bids and the asks. And when you have low liquidity, it inherently can turn into very large spikes in volatility, which means the velocity of price action up or down could be immense. The lower the liquidity gets, I would think the higher the probability becomes that outcome occurs. You don't know if it's going to, and normally that happens with short squeezes or deleveraging of longs. And whichever way it goes, you get echo chamber or just kind of cascading effects of whichever way it starts going. So with, I'm just saying, of course, everything can go moon. But, you look at an asset where I just talked about what could be happening, right, with the low liquidity. Where do you think, if it could go up or down? It could certainly melt up. It could go all the way. It goes test 48K, 4,800 again. All right, because low liquidity could, trigger a massive short squeeze. But if you zoom out and you look from the COVID crash to where we are now, where do you think the upside downside potential is? Right? Is there that much upside potential, versus where it could fall if people start selling with interest rates rising, quantitative tightening actually beginning in March, the basis points rise? Can y'all hear me? Is this stream on? Just making sure we're here on Friday. I don't know why my light. You'll turn my lights out or something. What the? Dealer? Put me in the dark here, man. Come on. All right, they were good now. Oh, yeah, the war fear. Okay, dude. Yeah, war. It's not war. It's war. It's not war. It's war, bro. Invade me. Don't invade me, bro. Good God. Yeah, sure.
Shorting the moon took $31.31. Can you look at Luna in log scale weekly? Looks like it just fell out of a massive 1-year-long rising wedge. Got my shorts hype.
That sounds great, dude. That thing's a high flyer. In the crypto space, it's a high flyer. FTM, That one, there's a few more, you know them. They're really high flyers, and you just got to wonder if the deleveraging, if that liquidity, right? Lack of liquidity starts turning into a cascading effect of deleveraging sells, right? Like people just getting out of their long-term positions, just exiting and selling, and we start marking down. Could you imagine Luna or FTM or any of these S coins that have had these brilliant runs? Do you think they're going to hold up when the macro, which is Morgoth, which is the S&P? Do you think they're going to do well? They're not going to do well, man. They're just not. Yeah, it's the hedge, man. Oh my God. Everyone know that FTM's rallying right now while the S&P is actually going into a real correction, maybe possibly recession or bear market anyway. Yeah, dude, FTM's going to do fine. No, it's not. It's not. Luna's not going to do well either. Nothing's going to do well. Except maybe commodities. I mean, there's going to be, I mean, you can clearly see gold and silver and platinum and all these commodities they have nothing to do with the equities. They're different charts, completely different markets doing different things for a while now. Different trends. Shorting the moon, was that you or was that no Miller time? Dude, I'm sorry, man. I was just going, dude. I didn't want to stop. Bearish divergence on Bitcoin. Monthly. Beard divergence, dude. I don't do beard divergence. I used to do beard divergence. This is the S&P though. Let's just look at the S&P on the. Well, you said the monthly. I'll just tell you this, chat. On the S&P 500 while we're here, because I really do think it's bad for Bitcoin below 40K. It is bad. It's like as bad as it can get, like, because there's just no support really below 40K till 30K, maybe 33K now. It's bad on Bitcoin, but it's like worse on the S&P, which is really bad for Bitcoin. Okay, you don't want the S&P to go in a bear market. You know, 2018, remember when Bitcoin went into its bear market? Guess what? The stock market did not do well. It did terrible. It was a midterm year. Guess what this year is? It's a midterm year, elections. Historically, it's a terrible year to own equities. It like every single year to a T since like 1980 or whatever. It's a good idea to not be in equities. Every single year there's a midterm. It's proven. It's like data. It's real. It's happened every time. There's not been one single year since 1980, or even I think maybe even less, that the index funds were in the green those years. So you could just be like, oh yeah, dude. I mean, Georgia hadn't beaten Alabama in 8 times out of the last meetings, but this time it's different. I mean, you could always bet like that. It worked out for Georgia fans, in the title game. But yeah, I'm just saying, it's not a good year. It's based on historical data. It's really, really bad. Whoops. It's really, really bad that on the weekly for the S&P 500, what was once a resistance at 4,500 is now resistance not once but twice. And on the second rejection, the confirmation high, I believe, bearish engulfing candle, and now it is confirmed, chat. Yes, we have a confirmed bearish engulfing candle rejection candle. It was a high. It was the highest high. It is a lower high with confirmation, with follow through, with negative momentum at its highest level since the COVID crash, April 2020. You are unfortunately not even in the bearish control zone. You're at 42.6, not even below 40 yet. These just aren't good things. Lowest weekly candle close on the S&P 500 since the week, technically, of July of 2021, chat. These are not bullish things. These are all bad things, bearish things. These are not good things. I don't care what happens next week. You cannot tell me that anything I've just literally identified. I don't have like some sort of like subjective opinion, man. These are all things that are happening to respective support resistances, right? And I'm just reporting it. None of the things that are being reported right now are literally bullish. None of them, okay? So it could just rally randomly next week, but that's terrible in bearish price action until it changes. Okay? Just giving you the words of the TA. Big yikes. Yikes in the chat. Big yikes in the chat. It's like worse on the freaking Nasdaq. Look at this, man. I mean, negative Momo building on the daily. You're sitting right in the bearish control zone. 38 on the daily. Dude, all the conditions are fine and favorable on the daily for lower prices. They are. This is exactly what you'd want to see. Like, flip this. You can't even you have to right click it. You start building positive momentum, man. All right, you start building negative momentum as you draw down to close the week. After what? What I mean, like, what happened? What preceded today, or inverse preceded? I don't know. What was going on before today? Well, the S&P had back tested 4,500 as resistance, up thrusted through it twice. One time, you don't really know. Second time, you know. You sold off, you back tested the supply line that started in January and was created in mid-January as resistance again once, February 11th, then confirmed it February 16th. And then the next day, after you thought things might be okay, they're not, because you never broke out. Massive drawdown. And then today, you gapped up like a little bit. You gapped up just barely because of futures. And then you rallied a little bit for, beginning of the day, and then you just dumped, got to a low of 43.28 and you just closed. Lowest daily candle close on the S&P 500 since January 27th. So nothing's nearly good now. Like, it just, how is any of this data good? Like, you look at this and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm so excited about the freaking Nasdaq or the S&P 500. Hey man, guess what the Nasdaq did today? Hidden bearish divergence still in development. Lowest candle close since January 27th, 28th. Clearly below the levels it needs to be above. It's confirmed that you will not do that for now. You go the weekly on this one. It's bad, man. It's real bad. It's the same thing, right? It's like what was once resistance, support. You tweezer topped, bearish engulfing on the weekly, which is, dude, you do not ever in the world want to see that on the weekly. That is disgusting. And now the fact that this week the Nasdaq actually rallied to test like the Jesus 14,171, right? It tested it, and Gandalf was there and said, "You shall never ever pass." And as that happened, the Nasdaq sold off, went to its lowest price of the week, and then closed very low. Lowest weekly candle close on the Nasdaq since May 17th of last year. And you're below all critical support. Negative momentum at its highest level since the COVID crash. RSI on the Nasdaq chat on the weekly is in the bearish control zone at 37. And you're not oversold until you fall below 30, man. Dude, nothing is bullish. It's so bad. I don't care. Like, even if it rallies next week, I don't care, because everything is just so bearish right now. Like, that is as bearish as it gets, right? I'm just reporting the data that is presented on a chart, and you're watching it, right? And we have, like, people check the math by making sure, because they read the books that I read too. People in this community read all this stuff I read, and all these things are just telling us these things, and it's not good. My God. We got a 3-day weekend, so who knows what that's going to do. President's Day on Monday. We'll see what happens, man. Thank God it's Friday, indeed. Yes, so Roast 2000, man. I don't know. I'm all over the place on the stream. It was there's unfortunately, really, I mean, if you just look at where the Dow Jones on the weekly presented its first little wick, which was March of last year. This is very concerning for the Dow Jones. As you can see, you've rallied to test it as resistance 2 weeks in a row now. I think that's very bad. Like, that's bearish price action. This is like Wyckoff chat, Wyckoff phase E. You are in Wyckoff distribution phase E, where you've already broken out. Do I need to pull this up, man? You can just bring up the chart, man. And it's, you know, there are different schematics. It would probably be this one. I think it's probably schematic 1. It has to be schematic 1 based on the upthrust in phase C. Right? I mean, that's what we're looking at on the Dow. No, I'm sorry, the Russell 2000 on the weekly. As you can see, we have already had our last points of supply. We are now in phase. It's really like phase D transitioning to phase E, right? Where are you? The signs of weakness are undeniable. You're back testing the range as resistance, right? Last points of supply and signs of weakness, phase D. And you'll soon begin phase E, it seems. As you see the last phase, right? Phase C, the upthrust occurred. You can see, it's not really, it's more a secondary test than an upthrust in phase B. But signs of weakness in phase B. Yeah, I mean, and the buying climax kind of would be in March of last year. And then there's your psychological level right there in February. Yeah, man. I mean, like, am I crazy here? Are y'all hearing me? Does this make sense? Like the idea of the Russell 2000 and Wyckoff distribution transitioning from phase D to E. Yep. No, we didn't go to gold yet. We're still like kind of in the midst of looking at the index funds because they closed their weekly candles, just like precious metals did too. But we normally just traditionally look at equities first, or the index funds anyway. Good idea. Go to gold, which, hey man, look at the weekly. Look at gold, how it closed the weekly. Chat, do you understand? We must play Jesus chimes for gold too, closing its own weekly, where it's had the highest level of volume since June of 2013. 2013, man! Let's go gold. Sorry. Fantastic. I mean, multi-year highs on volume on buying, and you're just at the level, man, on the weekly. May of last year. Once you break this level, chat, it would be a bad action magnet move of some sort. Not really. It's not even a formal W in shape. I think it's just more like reaccumulation. The 3 rising values. Their target is obviously $2,053 based on Pax G's measured move of the 3 rising values. So where you should be looking at gold is actually not the weekly, but the monthly, man. It's the monthly, man. Look up with handle. And the hidden bullish divergence break of the cup with handle, man. Or you at least broke the handle, and now we could just break the cup. The cup is upon us. You break 912. You are breaking out of the structure, man. Continuation implied, chat. Continuation on the monthly is implied on gold. And it's catching bids. I just like, if you're not long gold, God, just, you're screwed. I mean, like, you had all this time. You had a year and a half. And that's kind of the point, maybe. Year and a half of nothing. If you're zoomed in and you're not paying attention, month and a half of making impatient Moonboy scrubs not even think about gold ever again because it's a boomer asset. It's never gonna do anything, man. It did something. We were here for it. It did something from 2018 all the way to 2020, and there were multiple. Like when you got in that run, there were so many tradable patterns that played out brilliantly. Inverse head and shoulders, 3 rising valleys out the yin yang. Once you get on another impulse wave like that on the monthly and weekly, you're going to have all kinds of long opportunities on gold. Liquidity is going to be there. There's a lot of money in gold. I mean, this is a $10 trillion market cap asset, largest market cap asset in the world, and it's catching these many bids. Like to make the monthly engulf to $1,900. You know how much money it takes? It's a lot, man. A lot more than it would ever take for Bitcoin to move. So you think it is gold's time. It seems like it's gold's time. Entry was like 1812. That was the $1,812 was your entry level for gold. So that's it. That's your line in the sand anyway. Yeah, and if you want, think about it. How do you like even think about gold being bullish and outperforming a lot of things, including maybe Bitcoin for a while? If you want yields, if you want a multiplier, what would you do if the crypto market was bullish with confirmation, which it's not quite yet, not at all. No. So maybe soon though. If it pivots and holds and rallies, it could be. It has to break $44,444. That's Bitcoin's bull trend threshold. But say gold does that and looks like it is. The miners, right? All the mining stocks, those are like your S coins. It's like instead of crypto analysis, it's precious metals analysis. And people are going to be like requesting all kinds of weird, cracked out miner companies. You know, it's like, dude, my brother's like panning for gold and he started an IPO, dude. You know, like people are investing in my brother's mining or my panning company. He's panning for gold. Like maybe that stuff starts coming up. Like it's my NFT, man. But it's, you know, because we're in another universe because it's a bull market for metals. Okay. Dude, I got a smelting business, man. It's going to take off. I'm telling you, we're specializing in tin. And then I got the Twitter shillers. Shilling tin, buy the metal tin physically. Okay. Super chat ignored. Wow, dude. Wow. I went on a tangent from your super chat, but you know, whatever, man. I'm just monthly bearish divergence from March to October. Yeah, I mean, it's real. I mean, right? It's sure. I would say it played out for the past 3 months, didn't it? Maybe even more. It could continue playing out. Here's the silver lining. Like what happens if Bitcoin pivots here, makes a higher low, all of a sudden hidden bullish divergence becomes the argument. But I don't really think it's valid yet. After this price action we've recently received and you're below 40K, I don't feel comfortable about that as an idea yet. I mean, if you get back above 42K, I'll think this is maybe going to start playing out. If you're not below 42K, on the daily or whatever, I don't care about this. Like this congratulations on it showing itself, but then like rolling over and dumping and continuing downward. So I would wait till Bitcoin's above 42K. Like I mean, I just don't think you can, with any right state of mind, be bullish on Bitcoin when it's not above 42K. That is the line in the sand, and that's based on history. That's not based on feelings or emotions or, oh my God, man, something else. It's literally based on historical price action above 42K or below it. Below it, it almost always goes to 30K or I guess 33K now. But if it gets above 40K to 42K and holds above it, it goes to 51K to 53K only. So you got to get back above those levels. Otherwise, you're probably screwed. You're probably going to 33K again. Dude, it's all, that's how important these levels are. Okay. That's all I can do is articulate the importance to you, its significance. All right. I don't know. I guess we go all over the place, man. We could do all kinds of things, man. So, all right. I went out today and I day drank. All right. So with friends and a friend I hadn't seen in a while. You know, we like kind of grew up together and it was fun. It was real fun. And we came back here and hung out for a while, a little late, just because it was like giving the tour of the place and all that. And so it's like, yeah, I'm kind of lit. So I just don't feel comfortable saying it. All right. Luna and log scale. Wow. Okay. It's Friday, man. It's Friday and I'm drinking a freaking week. So whatever. Oops. Luna. Luna on the weekly. He says. What do you wait. So what was that? Dude, Miller time, really? I like go back and go into everything for you. And you still complained. What? Dude, there is no pleasing you. You realize you gave me an impossible task. You have zero empathy for a live streamer. Zero empathy. And I have no words for you, man. I don't even know what to say. Like you tip me and then there's no way to make you happy. Because I mean, was that not adequate enough? Like what I just did? Like I noticed it and whatever and went back and then you say it's super D word. Like really, man? Wow. Like it's like, Stop expecting so much. When you tip, be like, I like the stream, I like it, I respect your opinion, all these things. Hey, you know what? Something happens and like you get distracted. I'm not gonna be offended or mad about it or upset because I know it's maybe going to like a good cause because I want this stream to continue forever. I mean, just think of it like you going in with too many expectations when you tip me money. Some people anyway. It's like just. Stop with the expectations, man, and you'll never be upset. You won't have problems. My God.
Luna / used on Binance has tons
Freaking
more
crypto
data.
collector tipped me $100. He didn't even ask for anything. He just did it. No expectations. I don't know. That's like crazy. Binance says more data. Okay, so you just mean Luna without the T, right? Wow, man, just trying to have a good time, man. Well, I don't know. Luna, this is log scale Luna. I've been here before, right? I remember this place, and it's when I looked at this in log scale, I was like, oh, this doesn't have that much upside if you look at it this way, right? Its whole lifespan back from August of 2020, no, August of 2019.
Winton Cup merch.
10 cup merch. Dude, I'm telling you, if gold goes to like all-time highs, I'm talking if it goes to all-time highs by 1 penny, we're going to do something.
May we all make responsible financial decisions.
Joel Bear, thanks for the 420, dude.
Is that a joint?
And like not putting them on the spot and, you know, trying to pressure me. And I don't know, man. Like I just, again, like people are expecting too much. Look, you can't, don't romanticize me or anything. I'm just like everyone else, man. I just love charts, invested in myself, read about charts. I like charts. And it's just, it happens to be a lot of time has gone by as I've continued learning about them, and that's it, man. So just, you know, I get it. It's a request show. Yes, of course. But if you watch the show, you understand how many requests I've done. Like,
just joking. Actually, in and on making bad jokes.
what's up, Flowers? Or is that Montana? Or who is that? What is it, man? It was Montana. Okay, sorry. There's a Montana. I don't even know. We can go into it, man. There's an old Montana who literally lost his mind. Okay. What's up, Radiant Flood? Thanks for 1337. And not even saying anything. Just literally tipping 1337. Thank you, dude. Wow. Look at that. The Law of Man, maybe. I don't know. Right?
We appreciate the education, Mitch. A-OK hand.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. I don't know, John. I think I might be a freak for charts or something, but it's not like I don't know.
I expect you to send more TRT and worm farmer prospects our way.
I've already done that. We have a shadow group that does that. They work behind the scenes at all times for GRT and worms. Thank you, dude. It's the deep state. And Joe Montana, exactly. Wow, holy crap. So we're just looking at Luna on the weekly. If you look at it in log scale, which was literally requested on the weekly log scale, Luna. Here it is. This is your chart. This is the way I had it before. That looks like limited upside, right? Versus, oh, dude, it's right. If you're in an uptrend, what is the top of the channel and what is the bottom? The bottom of the channel, if a price gets to the bottom of the channel, that is considered oversold in the uptrend. If you get to the top again.
Request for BTC. Wait, what?
Yo, what's up, okay, Del, man? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll go back to Bitcoin, man. Thanks so much, dude. Well, and it's like, dude, I'm not even like trying to mock or anything or be a bad person or like be mean. Where it's like, dude, I did what I could. Maybe I made a mistake and then went back and analyzed it and then just still got like criticism and got denigrated. Literally got denigrated. So anyway, yeah, you got Luna up here on the weekly. I mean, I guess it's kind of become bearishly diverging on the weekly. So you have to say, if you look at the log scale and you look at a channel, it's limited upside. There's probably way more downside potential than upside, even though it could just keep going, man. Well, enjoy your quantitative tightening, potential recession with Luna. Good luck, dude. There you go. That's your request, dude. Thank you, man. Don't call me a bad word. Okay, the next one was actually Bitcoin.
Hey, chart freak. Here is a 20 to tell me DraftKings got wrecked. Need to hear it from the goat's mouth.
Bah. Thank you, dude. Dude, there's like no goat about it, man. Greatest of all time, by the way. No, that's like, leave that for Tom Brady or something, dude. Please. What's up, Gail? Thanks so much. Holy crap. How about the Jets?
I_am_Gail tipped $125.57. We love and support you. 0.045000000
Thank you, Gail, for the Ethereum contribution and killing my lights.
You can make up for your mistake by analyzing
broken,
Cream. It is a door to forgiveness.
Oh God, Cream, man. Just don't get exploited and everything would be okay, probably. You know, if Cream didn't get exploited, it would have already overtaken Bitcoin. Egg, and I think you know that. You're just scared. Fainted. On, yeah, really. No, I turned them on. Sorry. So don't get a false sense of it worked. I don't think that's a command. Bitcoin on the what? Request for Bitcoin. Wait, what? I mean, this is Bitcoin, so we're just gonna look at the weekly, and you're still above 38.1. I mean, like weekly, you're still okay. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy that like all hope seems lost for Bitcoin, but you go to the weekly and it's like technically it's above all critical levels, right?
I appreciate you
Yeah,
and what you do here.
it is.
I know a lot more than I did this time last year because of you. Glad you weathered out the storm. Much love.
Thank you, Pat M, man, for the 10, dude. I don't know how the tip jar is already broken, man. Something's wrong. Something's going on. And yeah, we made it, dude. I don't think I'd have made it without y'all yesterday, dude. It was nuts. It was crazy, man. Respect the Polygon, though. Everyone. All right. So, man, you know, you go the weekly on Bitcoin and all of a sudden it's like, I'm not as concerned yet. You got to be really concerned below $38,172, though. You got to be extremely concerned. But for now, my God, interesting. I mean, I think the only way to feel a little comfortable on Bitcoin's by looking at the weekly, I guess, right? Daily is death because it's below, you know, where traders set it up on the daily is you're below those levels. So there's more downside, but maybe the downside takes you to 38,172 and only there. I don't know. Still not quite in the bearish control zone. Very close though on the RSI. Dang, man. I'm kind of lit, man. I'm lit, man. I'll tell you something like bad, dude. Like
Back to working at
real
McDonald's.
bad.
When Hey Song, thanks for what you do, Mitch.
So, Wojak, thanks for threes, dude. When Hey Song, you never gonna hear the Hey Song again. As Walter White. Thank you, dude. So, you want to see something real bad on the S&P 500 futures?
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Look how terrible this is. This is the 4 hour, by the way. All right. See the price of 4357, this yellow line right here? That was, yeah, try to be support, man. Look what you've done. You broke it today on the 4 hour. And now what have you done to close the week out? You have back tested what was once supposed to be support as a resistance, right? So you
Brandon's exec order on
left.
crypto in a few days.
So you look back to this high from July 4th, right, multiple times, and then you see it was resistance and then became support in August. It was support once, you broke it, it wasn't good. And you see what I'm saying, how that's just bad stuff. I mean, it is really, it is just like,
Every day I check the price, bad price.
in order, I mean, to get above 43.57 again, it's like,
Can devs do something?
yeah, I mean, that's the question. Can they? The devs are pretty much is the Fed at this point. There's no liquidity. Liquidity just keeps dumping, man. And, you know, below this level, it would seem likely that you would go to 42.44 S&P futures, right? Come on, man. But you're not even oversold and your negative Momo's building. I mean, it's rough, dude. And I hate it, dude. I hate it. I hate reporting this. I hope it changes. I hope it's just like, randomly, just everything that it's doing just randomly reverses next week. That'd be great. I'd love that. I'd be the happiest person to be completely wrong, even though I'm just reporting what's happening right now. Not even making calls. I mean, when you back test levels as resistance, normally that's confirmation to market participants that there's more downside. So that's like textbooks. That's not me being like, I'm just bringing my opinion into this. This is just stuff that exists, you know, in all these books that have researched price action correlation to trend lines, right? It's happening, man. Things happening, dude. All right, so below support, did we have another request or was that it? McDonald's, brand new exec order, crypto, a few days. Yeah, that helped. That helped dump things with, I mean, it's like, dang, man. Talk about take the steam out, crypto, have the equity markets just dump, roll over and vomit, and have bureaucratic intervention in the market, you know, impending in less than 7 days. That'll do it. That's enough to, you know, any momentum or tinder. It's like the tinder was building of momentum needed right in the pit. And then you've got government just coming in, just throwing a blanket all over the tinder. It was trying to build, right? Throw it down. Momentum can't build with things like that happening. Like, that's the way, like, these market cycles begin in crypto, man. You got to have some sort of tinder or catalyst or something going on, just like we saw in 2020. It was a slow grind up, but something changed in October. something changed October 8th. Right here, October 8th. That was when Square put $50 million in of their money, like their cash reserves, into Bitcoin. And then another catalyst on the 18th, or the 19th. And that's where PayPal said we're literally adopting crypto and you can buy and sell it on our platform. Those were catalysts needed. And from there, you can clearly see what happened. Okay. I mean, the only catalyst I remember here on Bitcoin in July was Cathie Woods, Elon Musk, and Jack Dorsey had a little powwow. Cathie Woods going to get a run off Wall Street if prices keep dropping. She's going to be done, dude. Oh my God. That lady is screwed. If Tesla goes into an actual correction, it's over. It's over for her, dude. Dang it, dude. What are their holdings? Let me just give me a sec. Doesn't even show it here on their website. Oh, here we go. Maybe
Need more TRT in the jar.
we got it. Oh, thank you. HUD Mugrid, thanks to the GRT, is that it's so lagged out it's not even going to fall in the jar. I don't know how there's a memory leak. It must be me not turning on my computer or something today. So let's just real quick, just for fun, since we're kind of done with the requests and some people are still here, I just want you to take a look at Tesla, which is ARK's, ARKK, Cathie Woods fund. 8.76% of her fund is Tesla. So this is the largest weighted asset in her fund, right? So this has the largest effect on her swings up and down of her own fund, right? So does this look so bullish to you? I would say certainly not. Below 884 is bad price. Below 884 is certainly this. Certainly. Without a doubt, this. And maybe even worse if the macro's an actual recession, which we'll know if we're in a real bear market if we recapture our lows. So this is kind of the idea now on Tesla. You've broken the bad action magnet move and you confirmed it on the weekly today with the close. You confirmed that you have broken this December 20th level. So to me, it seems more likely that there's downside potential than upside from here, and the target's like $620. If Tesla goes to 620, very, very bad things can happen. All right. Let's look at. So all right, we're bearish on the largest weighted asset that she has in her fund. Let us look at her second largest weighted asset in the fund, which is TDOC, TDOC, Teladoc Health Incorporated, 6.65% of the fund's like weighted amount, right? Look at this. Deep full reset, right? You've gone 886. You've gone a full, I mean, you maybe even exceeded it. And if you go from, it just depends where you swing low at. It would seem December 2018 would be kind of maybe where you would anchor X at. And then you have a certain shark that I think is already at it. It might be literally right at it or exceeded it by a little bit. Yeah, just like a few percentage points has broken that 886. It's like at a 92% retrace and no bids, right? I mean, like, is there any divergence? No, there's no bullish divergence. Has it caught any bids? No, none at all. Just look, it rallies and then lower highs and then dumps to lower lows. And look where it closed today. It closed like at session lows. It was down 7.79% today. This is terrible. This is her second largest weighted asset on her fund, right? So this has to do with, you know, a big part of how that fund moves every day. This is, you know, amplified more than most others in the fund, right? So, okay, that's her second largest. Let's look at her third, chat. Let's look. Oh my God. You don't want to see the third. The third is Roku. Roku. Hadn't been here in a while. Well, you can imagine what's happened today. Roku is down 22.29% on earnings. Even though they had a nice surprise. You know, I guess it was expected, but look at the gap down today. Miserable, like terrible. But hey, a full reset, like 88 to 90% retrace from your previous low. Just kind of like T-Dot. Okay, so yeah, big M shape. Okay, maybe eventually it reacts and fills gap and rallies. Okay, so you can kind of see that's the third largest. Then we go to, oh man, you don't want to see this one. This one's real bad. I know all about this one. It's literal death, pain, and despair. Death, pain equals Dane. All right, my bad. So here is Zoom video. I already got this one ready to roll. It would make plenty of sense. It's continuing down. Went down almost 20% or 2% today, waiting for $106.
I've been lurking for a while. Are you hiring by any chance? Sigh.
Is that a join?
Kathy, if you don't even know how to spell your name, certainly not hiring. Big yikes in the chat again. Thank you. Illiterate Kathy. Thank you. So here's Zoom, one of the largest holdings for ARKK. Let's go, Kathy. Let's look at the next one. Oh God, I mean, dude, it's just like, I look at these tickers and I'm like, oh boy, he's so bad, dude. Okay, you know what your next one is? Do you think it's a winner, chat? Can you guess and think this winner? No, it's Coinbase. Coinbase. Coinbase, that is nearly back testing what was once a support from May of 2021, June of 2021, July of 2021. It was once support. It is now resistance and confirmed resistance with distribution. Oh, dude, you realize like this is as bearish as it gets. This is Michael Scott. This is the worst. That's him. That's him. How can you be bullish when it doesn't do it just once? It does it twice, and on the second level, it does it more concisely, like, you know, more undeniably. You know, at least you had candle closes above it here. Look at that morning doji or that evening doji star right there. And then you just had, look, the lower high and the tweezer top. Just so miserably bad. Right here. How can you be bullish on that? Ugh. All right, so I think you're getting a kind of an understanding of Kathy Woods and ARKK. Dude, it's like making me sick looking at these charts, man. Because there's so many of them too. Like, if you've done any scanning on Nasdaq and see what's going on, it is so bad. Like, just assets like Intuit, man. Look at Intuit. Oh my, collapsing. It is the tech bubble popping on some of these coins or some of these assets.
No expectations. Great
the
stream
tech bubble's popping, man.
Upside down face.
These are crashing, man. Bad. Lowest price since June of last year, and there's no support until 422. You think this thing's gonna just stop randomly? It could, but you gotta be like realistic to think that it wouldn't stop till it fills a gap at 450, but probably 423, right? Hold on, what is this? What do you say, man? Thank you, Anonymous. Great. Oh, thank you, dude, for the kind words. Sorry, man. We get in the charts over here, you know. Please don't be offended if I didn't hear you when it happened. You know, people get offended when I don't literally hear when it happens. There's a lot going on, man. I know streaming's just a joke and everyone can do it, and I'm a scrub, and I get it, right? But, you know, maybe I'm just not a very good streamer. So just empathize that way then, if that's the way it is, right? You know what I hate into it, man, or I love about it, I guess, right? It's like, look at this. Look at this like level, this 580 level. And just pay attention for the next time, or just when you're out there scanning charts. Look at what it did. Right? This candle open and this high from September 27th. Look how it's like been regarded as resistance like once in January and then did it again. And it's reversed there. And look, it's drawing down from there after testing it as resistance. And that's brilliant. That's beautiful. I mean, that's great, man. That's like I don't know. It's just like a seminar on support resistance. Like what can happen? Like look here. I mean, you know, November 11th, that time it kind of bottomed out and rallied. Look how you regarded it again later in December and rallied up. It was like this Quasimodo looking a head and shoulders, you know, oblong scrub Quasimodo, and that was the neckline in the end at 604. Once you broke that, where'd you go? Death and despair, like the Quasimodo guy. What's up, Macaron, dude? It's 33s, man.
Hex. Back testing 17 cents again.
Is it? Yeah. Maybe it's type 2 return then. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hexkins are not going to be immune to this economic climate right now, which can you not feel the winds of winter upon ye? Cold winds rising, whatever. It's like happening, man. Like this is not like the past 2 years. The season is changing. If you haven't noticed, why don't you take a look at gold and silver and Bitcoin and equities? They're not doing the same things they were doing the past 2 years. Things have changed a lot. Look at these assets that were doing nothing but number, right? Remember the joke, money printer go burr? That wasn't a joke, all right? You look at something like this, you go to whatever, Nasdaq, this is into it, a more insane version of it. All right, guess what the Fed asset purchase chart looked like? It was like this, okay? This was the Fed asset purchase chart, did this. I'm talking like exceeded most assets in purchases. This is what it still looks like. And they haven't stopped buying like assets. It's still way up while all these things are starting to crash now. So I just like, yeah, whatever. Go online, look it up if you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, great, but that's the way that it looks, and they're not done. Hold a sec. Music stopped, and you know, man, just give me a sec. We'll get going again. Music or my lights keep going out, man. Every time someone tips now. Macaron! Smitty, what'd you say? Oil ripping-ish. Hey, I mean, resounding little rally to close the week, huh? But still, no value at these areas. And yeah, that's what we're saying. We think the climate, the conditions are so effed up that even like now, I mean, I couldn't be surprised if like from $92 now, we see the run to 100 before dumping more violently. We could do it. We could do it now. I mean, you could do it soon. But like, if this Russia-Ukraine stuff like actually turns into something more significant, this will rally and see $100. It will defy any kind of supply line it's been confined within. Yeah, sure. But like, think at the same time, is like if things de-escalate, I could see this correcting very nicely. I mean, we could get a real nice correction that could take you down to probably $80. And that'd be great for people to get a chance to buy in at more value perceived areas, and the uptrend could continue versus it just going to an unsustainable parabolic rise straight up, and then that's not sustainable for anybody. And then we get a way more violent correction to the downside. You don't sell. So it's like, what do you want, man? You want sustainable or you want parabolic? I'd prefer we continue on this course where we rally and then we get pullbacks, but the pullbacks are always higher lows. We get chances at very good areas to reaccumulate, our oil positions. I'd like that over something stupid, but whatever. That's not what's going to happen. That's just saying that's what I would prefer, right? I mean, No, Scott Carney will be here next week, dude. Don't worry about it. We're going to do a home and home next week where I'm on his stream. He's on my stream. Same day. Whatever. I think on Thursday we're going to do it. Just had stuff going on this week, so we couldn't do it. But hey, I made up for missing last time. Dude, I'm like kind of lit, but at the same time, I'm kind of like not even mad about it. I'm just gonna reset the jar, dude. I can't handle this. This is so bad. It's like I can't even. The jar has to be emptied. I'm sorry, chat. I see. The thing is, I don't know, man. It's so dumb. All right, sorry about that, dude. But yeah, empty jar. People are going to come in and be like, I can't believe this guy, man. He's been live for an hour. He's got 0 tips, man. What a scrub. Well, he didn't even have a tip jar, dude. He just has this rotating wheel, dude. What a scrub, man. Okay. Yeah, oil's great, though. I mean, it's solid stuff, man. Well, yeah, you had some rallies today. But I just I don't know, man. There's just so many stocks that you could just look at that look like the bubbles popped. I mean, the tech bubble popped. Like, look at this. Look at Etsy. Etsy, man. Everyone knows about Etsy, man. Remember that beautiful 3 rising valleys that played out? I don't think it quite hit a 100% measured move or anything, but it had a gorgeous accumulation structure that you had a big rally off of it, hit all-time highs, and that was it, 307. But now you've cracked through critical supports, and you're just sitting there, man. I mean, you're not oversold, and you could imagine the X, the A, the B, the C, and the D. The 886 is down at like $58, $55. So, I mean, just assets that have runs like this, you gotta be real careful on them, man. Value Town, man. Where's Value Town? I don't know where that's at, man. Oh, I missed Donkey Kong. My bad, dude. We'll look at Donkey Kong right now. Sorry. Oh, Donkey Kong, you don't want anything to do with it, man. Oh, God. It's like highest volume of your entire life yesterday or today, maybe, on earnings, bad earnings. Yeah. It's a good old-fashioned...
Can devs do something?
21.62% down.
Unbelievable. Peace.
What's up, Dow Jones? What do you mean unbelievable? What's unbelievable, Dow Jones? Thanks for the 5, man. Are you talking about the jar or something? Oh, hang on. So you can clearly see that the DraftKings, it was bearish already. Someone was like, dude, I had one of my colleagues buy it. He bought into this shit. What should he do? And we were looking at the bear flag, and it's like, this is not bullish. This is so bearish. This is the dumbest bearish crap ever. I wouldn't touch it ever. And maybe 886, but now someone's, wanting it because they're like, is it a type to return? It's like, has it really returned? As in, like, has it done anything but just imploded in a bad environment where you're below February 12th's high? I don't think you can touch this till something changes, until you get some price action. It's something.
Grimace Connect.
No, this is scary. Scary bad. I get it. You're at deep value perceived areas, but what happens when the index funds keep dumping? I just don't know how this is going to catch many bids, even at these levels. When liquidity is just drying up. We are liquidity levels we haven't seen since before the COVID crash. I can run, man. That's cool. Yeah, I'll get you a spin, man. I'll get you a spin. Yeah.
Matt Curran tipped $100.07. Can I get a spin, man? 0.0356.
You want to spend 100? Yeah, I'll do it. We'll see what happens. Is it gonna happen, man? No chug, dude. Thank you, man. Holy crap. Wow. I mean, yeah, you can, I guess, recatalyze the party, man. I guess alcohol is the fuel for that, huh? That has historically been the case. But DraftKings, yes, add a pattern completion zone. But you get the concerns, right? Even with the divergence, like, holy crap, it's so incredible. But you had, like, One of your highest spikes in volume ever, and it was all selling. And the selling took you to close the week and day below the high from 2020. There's no support. Even if you, in your imagination, 1573, so you still have to lose a couple more dollars where you see another support. You can keep it on your watch list, but I don't think you should take action on it quite yet until you start seeing something go on good, positive. Give me some positive price action. Give me something that, hey, the index funds are starting to rally again and maybe aren't headed for a bear trend. Goodness. Our spend's $100 now. I mean, no, but Matt Caron chose to do that. So Microsoft Weekly, MACD histogram, lowest levels ever. Dang, man. Or you mean talking about the highest levels of negative momentum ever or something like that? Dang, man. But yeah, it's a weekend, man. So like anything that happens in crypto, like, man, it's gonna be up and down, man. But yeah, I get it, dude. Like the deepest, parts of your brain that come up with creativity and identifying things, you could still try to say that there's that. Is that an inverse head and shoulders? It's not. It's not an inverse head and shoulders till it breaks $44,444, repeating, of course. It's certainly not even an idea until it starts pivoting here and rallying back above $40,000, $42,000.
Enough?
No, it's $15. $15 for a spin, dude. I mean, and that used to be 10 with an inflation, and $15 is still like low anyway, No, is that true, Wayne Betson, man? 6.66. How do you even do 0.66 spins? Is this like 0.66 of a spin? This is 0.66 of a spin. There you go. That's all you get, dude. You don't even get to see an outcome. All right. What's going on, man?
Hey Mitch, just checking with you if I see a BTC bullish bat pattern with a PCZ that happens to be at the same level as the 786 retracement on the daily.
Oh yeah, you're just doing those things, the Ethereum thing. Yeah, I get you, man. Yeah, it makes sense and isn't surprising below 40K. If you stay below this level long enough, it's gonna happen. Yeah, 886 is right here. 34,351. Yeah, that's your target. If you stay below 40K long enough, that is your target. 34.3, whatever. That's Gel's bat. No bullish divergence. Nothing implying that sellers are exhausted. Really just more like you got oversold to rally to get out of oversold to maybe dump again. Oh my god, dude. All the sirens. Yeah, these levels for index funds and Bitcoin, where you had an argument. I mean, you were okay. You were safe above 42K, but you have to be very, very cautious with what you have in crypto below 40K. You have to be careful. Because just based on the thin order books between 40K, 30K, you could find yourself at 30K very, very fast. And you wouldn't even believe it. You'd be like the guy on the memes who's just like, yeah. But maybe just there's the offshoot chance that the hopium smokers catch their bids right here with no edge, just randomly coin flip. That happens and it breaks back above 42K and you win. Then you break 44K and you win.
Hopefully we get one last hurrah before next FOMC meeting mid-March.
I mean, to me, it's almost like that means like nothing's changing till then. So like what's trending for equities markets would probably continue for crypto, right? Excuse me, my God. Oh, what's up,
Spin
Anna?
scrub, romantic face.
Oh, romantic face, yeah? Okay. Romantic face it is. Get wrecked. Thank you, Anonymous. Oh, yeah. Amazon Prime, would it go up $2 per month? Something like that. Like they need it, dude. I'm telling you. All these companies are making record profits. Not record revenue. Record profits.
Gentlemen.
There's no excuse. Like an inflationary environment, when you're making record profits, you're taking advantage of the inflationary situation. That's all you're doing. For them to do that. It's kind of effed up. It's like really messed up. But like, what are you gonna do, man? It's for the shareholders. We have to do it for the shareholders that own the assets that are now starting to get wrecked, right? It's Batman. Let's go. New car pictures. Yeah. It will be here on Monday. Be here Monday.
Show new car pictures, 0.017809008 DDH.
Yeah, I'll show them real quick. Just give me a sec. I will show them real quick. Give me a sec. Let's see. Dealer, thanks, dude. Again. All right, here you go. The new car picks that will be here Monday. There's one pick, right? Here's the car pick. Here's the car, man. Here's your car pick. And then, there you have it. Happy? Satisfied? That was your request. That was your request, man. Big yikes on the index funds, man. Just super disappointing. I mean, like, not disappointing, just kind of, it makes sense. This is how reversals to the downside begin and occur, and it's cool to at least witness and monitor it in real time versus just being like, what happened, man? It's kind of like if this was a recession that started, like, it'd be like, hey, man, we're witnessing the '08 recession of the rallies and the lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then bad stuff. Yeah, I don't even know personally how this play its win Batson, man. At this point, it's like Bitcoin will be at like 20K. Bitcoin, dude, buy Bitcoin. It's like, Bitcoin, dude, it's at 20K again. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going to have any just normal stuff. No, my God, if everything is going down or tanking, crypto would certainly not go up, right? The things to go first are the things with inherently the least amount of value. That's why defensive stocks hold up well, because it's like, oh, consumers, things people need. People need soap. People need food. People need certain things, even in recessions, no matter what. So the things people don't need in recessions are like speculative S coins that provide no real world value. Those are the first things to die. But yeah, oh, yeah, right, dude. Okay, just wait and see what happens. Just wait and see what happens to your favorite Beanie Baby when, like, S gets real. When S gets real, the bots leave. Right? Bots get volatile. They just, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just get massive drawdowns and deleveraging. All right, I'll give it a shot. I don't know, I'm already lit, so it wouldn't. Even if it did, I'd be okay. All right, been live like an hour and a half, so I think we're good. But I think you kind of understand what's happening across the markets now, like gold and silver and oil and crypto. Like you got a hopium level, but you must pray for a rally that is, nothing's implied of a big rally. But if you did, hey, things would be great if you got above 42K. Even if you got above 42K though, I would still smell a rat. Like I don't even care if Bitcoin rallied here and then it went up and made a lower high than its next high. I would be so bearish. I would be extremely bearish on Bitcoin if this happened. You run up and you don't even make a lower high. Then all of a sudden it's a 3 falling peaks that is like the most textbook 3 falling peaks I've ever seen in my life, right? Then it's like that. So I would be, even if you rally here, you cannot be induced to buy until you break 44,444. Okay, even that's your previous high now too. It's very easy to know. That's the line in the sand if you ever want to be bullish again. So if you rally and make a lower high, you're effing effed in a very bearish way, where the drawdown will be disgusting. Don't you dare do this. All right, so just want to say, everybody, thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. We kind of ran out of things to do, so I really do appreciate all of it. I love y'all, and just hope you have a great weekend and a great Friday evening. Until next time, respect the TA. Thanks, Angel, for Truth, for the 10. You too. Much appreciated.
Is that a joint?
I still have 1,094,000 Canadian dollars.
Not for long. Wait till they freeze your bank account. Get wrecked, dude. Thank you.